I'm Harry. I'm 59 years old. In 1995, I weighed 304 pounds. I suddenly found I was diabetic when I started going blind with no real reason. I've lost a total of 139 pounds, but more importantly, I've kept off now for over 10 years. I first found out I was a diabetic when I went to see an eye care professional. And he ran some tests, and after the test he said, "Harry, I got some good news, I got some bad news for you. Which one you want to hear first?" I said, "Well, Doc, give me the bad news. Maybe the good news cheer me up." He said, "Well, the bad news is, Harry, you're going blind, you're diabetic." I said, "Doc, that's pretty bad news. What's the good news?" He told me the good news was that if I was a diabetic, once I got that under control, my eyesight pretty well should return to normal. So then he suggested I'd go see a healthcare professional. And indeed, I had high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and a diabetic. My life has changed so much since I found out I was a diabetic with type 2 diabetes. It's really 180 degrees different. Back then, I just laid around, didn't do anything. I always wanted to help people, but I didn't have any energy because I took all my energy just being a 304-pound person every day. There was people I couldn't visit because they had too many stairs up to their house. I wouldn't go to amusement parks because I was afraid that I wouldn't fit in the seat and be embarrassed about. Now I walked in my first marathon about 8 years ago, and that was so much fun to do that. And I couldn't imagine walking a mile 13 years ago when I weighed 304 pounds. And also, I help a lot of people nowadays. My misery turned to my ministry. The most rewarding lifestyle change has been, for me, is to be a living example for other people. I work for a support group now, and I see between 700,000 people on a weekly basis. Many of those people are diabetics or borderline diabetics, and they're so happy to meet somebody that has been able to manage their diabetes that I haven't had any medicine for almost 10 years now. I live a healthy lifestyle. By moderate exercise. I see my doctor every 3 months. He does the testing. I still go to support groups myself to be in contact with people. I'm one of those walkers. I enjoy walking. When the weather's good, I walk outside. Sometimes I walk by myself and listen to tapes or books or those type of things, or music. I also walk with people sometimes, and we discuss things that are going on in our lives, different difficulties we have. And it's made so much difference in my life, and be able to help other people's life by being that living example. Because they've never met anybody before that's been able to manage their diabetes in the way that I have. I think the biggest lesson a person can learn that's at risk of diabetes is one, regardless of where you are in this, it doesn't have to get any worse. Of all the potential fatal diseases, this is one that you can manage when you take responsibility that you're the reason you're there. And that's kind of bad news, but the good news is you're really the only person you have to depend upon to make those changes. And just make gradual changes. I knew I was going to do this for the rest of my life, so every time I made a change, my goal was to do something I can enjoy doing so I could do it the rest of my life and make it as easy as possible. I see a lot of people try to make this hard, and you don't have to make it hard. You can make this enjoyable. So wherever you do, enjoy doing it and make it as easy, as natural as you as possible.